It was super dumb, but I enjoyed it. We went into a conference room and we mapped out the whole chart. I had no freaking idea what was going on, but I appreciated the attention. Towards the end of the session, or whatever you call it, and mind you, this is like 8 p.m. by now and at my job that means freaking no one is in the building, especially with a lot of people still working remote, who walks past the conference room but my freaking boss. The one who has been fawning over my performance since thinking I was a Leo. I guess she had come in to pick up some stuff or had stayed late herself, who knows. She comes in and sees the charts and my notes I had taken about my birth time and crap and, since she's really into astrology, gets all excited and goes, "Oh, what's going on in here?" And my coworker was a G, just saving my butt, explaining that I had lied about my birthday, that I wasn't a Leo, but that I always felt like one, but doing it way better than I ever could, essentially gaining so much sympathy for me and making me seem like this tortured, misunderstood person who felt like I was trapped in the wrong star sign. It was awesome and the vibes were good. So my boss and my coworker are going over my chart and it turns out that I'm not a Leo rising, but I am a Gemini rising, and that got them talking about how that was so me because I'm really social at work and I'm a multitasker and talkative. And they basically forgot that a couple months ago I was so a Leo. When I could sense the vibe was good, I even made a joke like, "Hey, I know that you needed a Leo helping out on those projects, but I hope there's room for a Gemini, haha." She ate it up and was like, "Hey, I think a Gemini is compatible with the team we have now, you obviously have already fit right in, blah blah blah. So the work thing is no longer a concern, but here's where it gets kind of bad again. My boss asks to take the chart home, which I didn't really think anything of, I guess, because I certainly don't care about it or want it. And then a few days go by and then it's the weekend. And then I log on to a Zoom meeting on Monday and she asks me to stay on after everyone has hung up. She goes, "OP, I'm sorry if this is overstepping, but I know you're recently single. My daughter is close to your age, she's just finished college, and according to your charts, you would be so compatible. So I would love it if you would ask her out sometime." She kept saying no pressure. But if you know this woman, she obviously was pressuring me and she's clearly too invested in her employees' personal lives. Honestly, I was so dumbfounded when she brought it up that I was basically speechless. So that was about a week ago, and since then, she's had her daughter follow and DM me on Instagram and email me and start basically flirting with me. It's all pretty casual conversation, but she's clearly prepped her with things like "you would be perfect for him." I've kind of stalled getting back to her because I honestly think this is really inappropriate and the last thing I want is to become more involved in my boss's life, and certainly not with someone she's related to. This all feels pretty inappropriate, but I also feel worried about hurting feelings. So, yeah. This is awkward. And I would argue it's perhaps worse than when we started. Help.